fix that camera spot.
Because you're a friend, I'm going to offer you something special.
You have loyalty issues, Tenno. My Zanuga project will fix that for you.
It's that time again, dreamers. Let's check what's next.
Stand by while I analyze the intelligence profiles of the Grenier. Error, not a number. Did the operator enjoy this witticism? Excellent armaments, operator. Please return
Covered in blood.
safe and sound.
You must provide cover for a lone Tenno. Set off the alarms and keep the infested busy. A steady stream of toxic spores is being released into the area. Hold on. Emergency life support is inbound. Delivered a life support capsule to the area. Activating it will buy you more time.
consider what I've learned from this skirmish.
Alright, let's see if a spawn rate will catch up to me.
Attack us and we will counter.
Life support incoming.
Kinda wish I had a tunnel. One point they would all filter towards. Just need to get 150 kills as primary.
Another life support capsule is now available.
Another 100 to go.
Life support on the way. Delivered another life support capsule.
Comfy, dreamers. One of our own believes they are the equal of our foe, and baby, they are acting like it.
Get ready for a capsule. Additional life support has arrived. You need it. Extraction is ready. Our operative is making progress. Help our cause. Prepare for life support.
All mods accounted for, operator. I have not taken any.
Solaris United. Uppity sorts who think they know how things should be. That's why they can't see things how they are. Things are as they should be.
My boyfriend broke up with me yesterday. He's smart. He's handsome. His optical receptors have been malfunctioning for months. He told me, I'm seeing someone else. I said, I'm over here.
You want to wish for heaven? Go right ahead. But any history book will tell you what waits at the end of that dream every time is straight up genocide. I struck me wet before they killed me, and no mistake. Grab a few of them too.
Don't let Zood's attitude skew you. She's an odd bird, but she'll kick you with a shooter that'll do you proud. Solaris United don't trust easy, but make keep your boots tight. Get moving. We're short. A recently unearthed Orokin artifact is being couriered to Nef's command. Find the courier and liberate the artifact.
Gatina, what's up, sweetheart?
Get back to work, you muckers! Hey, you. Come here. Act natural. I got work. Get back to work, you muckers! Hey, you. Come here. Act natural. I got work. Outworlder, we gonna do this? Show 'em how it's done, Sparky. We ain't got all cycle.
Catherine, how's your day going, sweetheart?
Orokin artifact is being couriered to Nef's command. Find the courier and liberate the artifact.
Let me get into a party so I'm not talking to the stream while I am running this. Come on, let me out. My thick girl's gotta stretch her legs. Finally. Maybe not. Holy hell. Taking a hot second to get out. And this guy needs help too. He's got 2 excavators going.
We have the info, right? And we've got a mineral here. Anyway, let's make use of this lead. Excavate it down. Those things aren't cheap, Sparky. One drone as ordered. Knock it down, Sparky. We got a hack that thing. One hack coming up, and then a quick teleport into our custody. And they're gonna try to wreck it rather than let us take it. Hold them off while I get this done.
Let me pump up your shields, guys. Shield's about to run out.
Nice clue of falling back. Follow up if you're feeling it. That drone is perfectly intact. Got some very excited engineers, Sparky. Nice job. Wow, this is great intel. Listen up. need to get it decoded before the device fails. Damaged. There's something in the buffer. We need to get it decoded before the device fails. Accessing buffer. Analyzing. Password. No. Buffer. Accessing final transmissions. Come on, final transmissions. I'm in. Taking a quick look around. Itinerary, control log, coordinates, reports, blah, blah,
These
blah.
guys have no idea that I'm bumping up their,
Pinpointing location. Anyone gets in your way, give them the business.
don't kill these guys. We need their shields.
Get them out. Here come the taxmen.
Wow, this thing does a surprising amount of damage to these ships.
Let that be a lesson, yeah? Fuck this drop by with members. That's what. Sparky, we got a lead. Hold position. Once the coil drive hits the trap, protect it. I have it on sensors. Once it hits the trap, get down there. Boom! It's down. Now get
your back brain feel that reptile tickle of reward? Do you see that bobbing light ahead, floating through the marsh of what is to come?
Alright, how did Hilderin do with just using that shit? That's not bad.
Follow dreamers into that sweet black tomorrow.
These ain't from around here, or anywhere that I know of. Only gotta hear the accent to clock that. Anyone asks, we never talked. A corpus investigator is getting too close to our informants. Send him a message. Look elsewhere.
X, what's up, buddy? Really? I got no one that's coming in?
You don't work shady without acquiring a few dirty
No,
secrets.
they're gonna be inside.
Need you to break into the investigator's files, find anything we can use as leverage. Never stop finding supplies. That's not a good sign. Get in there, steal everything. Bet my left actuator will find something that will point us toward our objective. SU needs those supplies more than the corpus. Lock them down before the taxmen make off with them.
I did it last night, buddy. My afternoon stream is always going to be Warframe for the most part, dude. Could have sworn I faintly heard one. The fact that I found the manifest first, dude. MT, what's up, man? How you doing today, MT?
Drones are rich sources of corpus metadata. Just what we need. Go unmarked. Take it down and I'll see what it knows. There's the drone.
That is a
The sky so we can get to work.
very detailed hello, sir.
Starting a remote camp. Once I'm done, it should teleport into the waiting arms of one of our people, far from here. Here come the taxmen.
Don't read an Arcwing.
I'm finished with it.
You'll end up flying all over the place like I just did. How's everybody doing today? Dude, don't stay too far away. Let me up your shields, dude. Have you guys played with Hildren yet? Because honestly, she's a lot of fun.
Bad guys are on the run. Feel free to pick off stragglers. Nicely done. According to this drone, our target keeps all this dirt off the grid in a secure facility. Sentimental value, maybe. I need you to ambush a core drive. Find an EMP line, disable the drive, then protect it. Once I've ripped its data mass, get out of there. Wait for the trap, then get down there. Remember, if I'm going to rip its data mass, you need that coil drive in one piece. Do you see it? It's headed right for the trap.
Pumped up this guy's overshields. She's a surprisingly strong support frame.
Perfect! Coil drive disabled. And the gorgeous litter. Corpus response is en route. Get me access to that data mass as quick as you can.
Yeah, this thing's not gonna do enough damage to these things at this level. I dare any of you guys to try and come close. This guy's letting his Excalibur Umbra do all the work. Now the great thing about the way I have my build set up is the second I lose all my shields, I'm indestructible. During that time, my carrier prime instantly revives my shields. These guys are dropping nothing but energy the whole time. That'll keep this guy's Excalibur grooving. Shields are about to run out. Indestructible. Shields are back on. Send out the wave. Will it reach or hit anybody? Nope, those guys are too far away. That should get them. Yep, doesn't really have much shields. Go right back into her fourth. Just controls the whole area. Actually, I shouldn't even worry about that right now. Gotta take off. Assassination target. Something tells me my fourth ability won't target him though. Hope everyone's having a fantastic Friday here at the Snake Pit. If you're new to the stream, don't forget to subscribe and follow. You can catch me every Monday through Friday, 12:30 Eastern Time until 5 o'clock. And then from 7 until at least 7 o'clock. Or at least midnight. Alright, he got that one. I'll get this one. Actually, let me do this. Let me flail that out real quick. Dude, go for the other ones! Can I get him from here? Yep. Pump up that overshield for you, buddy.
Got it. We've got more coming in. Pick them up.
Nope. Complete. Rupert, what's up, buddy?
Done. We've got enough to persuade this cone to turn his attentions elsewhere. Good work.
Rupert, how's your day going, buddy? Guys, enjoying the stream. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Show a little bit of love. I am running with Hildren out in the Orb Vallis here just to see how it goes. Screen's going to be blue for 1 second. Namish, what's up, buddy? Oh, camera down, thanks, Bella. There we go. Camera down, yeah. Old Bella got excited. She was thinking I was opening up a pack of her TREATS's. But it was just my Grand Theft Auto case. Because I remember the disc was still in the PlayStation, so I figured I'd take it out. Let me see here. Rupert, you want to think about changing up your setup? Setup for what, buddy? Namish, you found out you don't have heat mods for rifles. Namish, are you on PS4, buddy? Oh, you're set up for where you game? Yeah, man. Been thinking about doing the same thing. A little bit. Trying to make this area more comfortable, more functional. There are some things on my Amazon wish list that would definitely help. Big one being that heating massage pad for this chair. Dude, man, my back sometimes just ain't having it. Aside from that, just stuff for the controller and whatnot, but I'm trying to make this stream better for you guys. I mean, I got a good group of subscribers right now. You guys are pretty loyal, and I'm trying to make the stream as best as I can for you guys. Namish, gotcha, man. Namish, what's your mastery rank? How open are you on the star chart? How much of it do you have open, man?
Ordis has been counting stars, operator. All accounted for.
Ah, gotcha, Namish. Namish, I would say once you get further into the game, I mean, you're looking for thermite rounds. So you're looking for, where are you? Thermite rounds. So this 60/60 mod is a decent drop chance actually from the spy missions at the Kuva Fortress. So if you were to really focus in on that part, but I mean, you would have to also beat the second dream to have access to the Kuva Fortress. No, you would have to beat the War Within to have access to the Kuva Fortress.
Did you fuse your mods, operator?
And
Did they anger you in
the
some
Kuva
way?
Fortress is always moving around the map. It's never in the same place for long. Right now it is over here, and you're going to want to go to Pago. So to have a chance at getting thermite rounds, you need to hack all 3 computers just to have a chance at getting thermite rounds. And if I, hang on, let me look it up and see what that chance really is here. Thermite rounds. It's a 6% chance that you would get thermite rounds. Oddly enough, it falls pretty regularly. It really doesn't take a lot to get it. And I mean, if you just grind it out, I would say after 3 or 4. Excuse me. I would say after 3 or 4 runs, you should get thermite rounds. What do you plan on putting that on, buddy? Oh, dude, this headset goes mute once I turn the microphone up. So the second the microphone goes up, mute. The downside is, if you turn it up because you're having an outside conversation or you need to have a quick phone call or whatever, a lot of people, it's happened to me a couple of times, just forget to put the microphone down. Why is Raptor so strong? You talking about the hyenas? Oh, no, Raptor, the assassination target. I always forget about him because I really don't go against him. It's just a giant osprey. Namish, I really don't like saying it like this, but he's not really that strong. Like, it's all about how you go about going against him. Like, let me ask you this. What do you use when you go against Raptor? Rupert, man, this headset is surprisingly durable. This is the Turtle Beach 600 Stealth for PS4, and I had the 500. The 500 was pretty flimsy. This headset is so durable, so durable. And I mean, like, even like the parts that adjust, it's like a solid tubing. So it's way stronger, so you don't have to worry about these little flaps that are going to break. This thing is so well made, and the sound that you get, ridiculous. The downside to this microphone is that it is... Welcome back, Catherine. The downside to this microphone is that it is super, super sensitive. One of the reasons why I have to mute the mic when I sneeze. Also, I mean, like, you guys should be able... I have a whisper quiet fan behind me that's blowing up towards the PlayStation to keep residual heat coming off of it. This microphone, you guys should be able to hear it just fine. The DT990 Pro, I have not seen that yet. Namish, you use Excalibur with Tetra, both at... You don't have to worry about the rank. The rank of the weapon is not going to matter much once you factor in the mods. Because Because you could have a rank 30 Ignis. But it's not been formatted 6 times. Like, this is why, I mean, like, you need to do it. This is why my Ignis goes the way it does. I had to form it so many times. So you figure it hit 30, then 60, then 90, then 120, then 150, then 180. But as far, I mean, like, you really don't want to bring Excalibur. I mean, like, having even the Tetras is not the weapon you want to go. You want to do one of two things. You want to bring Mesa and just rip through Raptor with your regulators, or you want to bring somebody tanky and just snipe the shit out of it. Here, let me give you a go with it real quick. I'll show you with the Mesa build. Let me make sure Raptor does get armor. I want to make sure I got corrosive. The Raptor is what? Neptune? Pretty sure. No, Europa. I almost said Jupiter, but I knew that was wrong. Seriously, Rupert, it is. You want to go against Mutalis the Lad V, the Mish.
I thought we had seen the last of the Raptor project, but now the Corpus have escalated their interest and investments. Shut them down for good. The new Raptor production facility appears to be entirely underground. A crashed freighter on the surface has been masking its location. They have developed even more deadly Raptor prototypes here. This may be difficult. The production facility is entirely automated. There is no way out your Warframe being torn up in the assembly line. You'll have to figure out how to destroy it from the planet's surface.
Oh, come on. Get out of the way. I have nothing in Mesa's speed. Gosh, she's so sluggish.
The Corps are using a gravity conveyor system to move product up to the surface. These will be heavily shielded.
Don't need you fuckers coming up behind me.
Transference still holding.
Alright, that should be enough.
internal damage to their facility. Head up.
That's it.
The entire factory has gone critical. Great work, Tenno. The corpus
Mesa makes this basically a joke.
investments today. Now, get out of there. We've got robots inbound.
It took longer to get to the raptor than it did to kill it. Because Mesa is slow, because everything's about her abilities.
Won't be bothering us anymore. Let's get out of here.
4 minutes. If I had Loki that could move that fast with a sniper rifle, it'd probably be even quicker. Ideally, you want at least 2 people. You want one person that's causing the damage, one person grabbing the mass and dropping it in quick. No, Namish, here's the thing, man. Never say that a Warframe should be nerfed. Because here's the thing. You're going to nerf this Warframe, and every Warframe that gets nerfed, we now can do less with it in endgame. What if I want to take Mesa on a 3-hour run at Mott? She's been nerfed. Now I can only do 2 hours. Warframe should not be nerfed. And it's a common misconception with newer players that they should nerf stuff because you're able to do damage at... I mean, like, look. She could do the same type of damage to the assassination of the Raptor on a sortie level. The main reason why the Warframe shouldn't be nerfed is because when you go to endgame missions, the enemies are going to constantly scale up. You guys want them nerfed so on lower levels they do less damage, but there's going to come a point where you're going to play the game and the lower levels don't make a difference and don't matter. So don't worry about how quote-unquote OP something is, because trust me, there is no such thing as OP in this game. Because you're always going to be able to get to a point in the game where you're just not going to be able to do enough damage. And the real point of this game, to me, is being able to push your Warframe and your build to the point where it can't do anymore. See what you can change, and then one-up it from there. That whole theory is my Anaros build.
Did you hear that? It said...
Alright, Ortis.
Cosmic background radiation is a riot.
Oh, we got a new subscriber. GN Online Esports just subscribed. Appreciate the love, buddy. To everyone that's watching the stream and having fun, do me a favor. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and show a little bit of love. If you are new to the stream, subscribe and ring that bell. You can catch me Monday through Friday, 12:30 Eastern Time until 5 p.m. That is New York time. And then again from 7 p.m. until at least midnight. The second half of tonight's stream will be the Division 2, which just came out about a month ago. And our clan is moving, grooving, and making some moves. So, to continue what I was saying, my Anaros build, I'm constantly tweaking it, trying to get it to go further and further, with using nothing more than this Zaw. So the Zaw has been getting tweaked along the way as well. Now here's the thing. Anaros had 2 other builds. I scrubbed them completely out. Just because they weren't anything like this build that I have now. This build doesn't do anything for his abilities other than Hunter Adrenaline, constantly refilling my energy pool. Past that, I don't use any of his abilities other than his Forth to build up Hang on a second. You're on PC, so you get that nerf a month or so early, so you miss out faster. Yes. Yeah, no, I never want to see anything get nerfed in this game, because it takes away from the end game. All the nerfing does is... don't anybody take offense to this, but the nerfing, people that want stuff nerfed, are the whiny people that usually just play the game in the beginning, and they see somebody killing stuff faster than them, so they think, oh, it needs to be nerfed. No, it does not need to be nerfed. It just means that I applied mods properly, formatted my character and my weapons in a way that it's more efficient at these low levels. Well, I 2-3-shotted the Raptor every time it popped up with Mesa's finger pistols. If I did that against the Assassination, it's going to be probably 10 shots. Maybe 15. But if you want to take Mesa on a more endgame thing, man, nerfing her is just going to hurt the endgame. Nerfing doesn't do anything more than hurt the veterans that are trying to push themselves further into the endgame. That's it. So, the whole idea behind Inaros is obviously bumping up his vitality. I did not really do much for his armor, other than Gladiator Aegis. Here's the thing. I'm using 3 of the Gladiator mods specifically to help bump up my Zaw. But they work very well with Inaros himself. More health. Armor, because all he has is health, so we further protect the armor. And because I'm using Hunter Adrenaline, which turns 45% of any damage on health to energy, Gladiator Finesse drains energy to stop lethal damage with 60% efficiency. In other words, if I get hit with something super hard, my energy now kicks in to slow that down and stop it. Past that, Adaptation, which is a huge mod for Inaros, makes him incredibly tanky. So basically, any type of damage, if I'm constantly being hit with Slash, every time I'm hit with Slash, I build up a 10% resistance to that damage for 20 seconds. And it builds up to 90%. Like, for the first, 2 hours of Zavala, which is what I use this build on for the most part, he really doesn't take too much damage. Everything else just goes right into his Zaw to do all the work. The Zaw that I use is the Dakram. That's the blade that's on it. The Strun handle. And the Vargeet Jai 2 link.
Excellent armaments, operator. Please return
The common build that I use for it is right here. And it's something I'm very proud of, to be honest with you. Rebecca and Megan from DE, as well as Danielle, they've all commented on it because I've played with them and talked with them in the past. This weapon has the second welcome, Fleming. What's up, brother? This weapon has the second furthest reach in the game. It is only beaten out by the whip weapons, such as the Lecta and the Atarax. But this weapon, I mean, just the way it ramps up and builds, is huge. We do have our 4th Gladiator set mod in, so we're getting that 60% critical chance per combo multiplier, which works together with Blood Rush, which is the same thing, critical chance stacks with combo multiplier. The combo multiplier is always in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. It is when you are linking hit after hit without losing the combo multiplier, it will build, or your combo, it will build up, and it'll go from, naturally you start at a times 1, and then you go to times 1.5. Every 0.5 that combo multiplier goes up, you are stacking your critical chance. So right now the 165 and 60 is 225. Now 1.5, now that goes up to 450% critical chance added in. That's 450% of the base of this critical chance, this weapon's critical chance, which is 25. So you're now going from 225 to 450% of that 25, and then that stacks again at the next point, and now you're at 900%, and then you're at 1800%, and then you're at 3600% of 25, then you're at 7200% of 25, which is why this 198 then slowly becomes, 198,000. Every time that critical chance goes up, and every time this number hits 100, critical multiplier gets added to it. So 6.2, you hit 100% critical chance, and you get those critical hits, you're getting that 6.2. You hit 200, that 6.2 becomes 12.4. You hit 300, that 12.4 gets another 6.2 added to it. So now you're at 18.6, and so on, and 24.8. It keeps going. That multiplier is what's really ramping this up. The multiplier is also affected by your combo multiplier that usually builds up here in the bottom right hand corner. So when this is at 2 and you're at 24.8, you're going to end up being at 49.6 times multiplier. Times that number. Ripping into enemies. You just woke up. Is Chloe in there? Who's Chloe? No idea who Chloe is. Chloe is sister, pet, niece, bird, imaginary friend. But again, this whole build is set up again, Namish, to go to endgame level. I can keep one-shotting enemies for the first like hour and a half in Zabala, no problem. Just constantly just whack, whack, whack. It just keeps building up. With the new melee system, works really well. She's a peach? Or are we talking about she's got a booty? Those emojis have more than one meaning. Alright. So while we're talking about all that, let's do this excavation with extreme cold. Which means we're going to be moving super slow. The harsh reality of it. And you know what? We're going to bring somebody new. Because I want to continue getting used to Hildren.
You have loyalty issues, Tenno. My Zanuka project will fix that for you.
I'm playing with Capri Sun. And the camel. Beans, what's up, brother? How you been, my man? Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, a Senor Beans. Oh, that's right.
In search of lost artifacts, items buried deep below the surface. The scanner picked up a target. Go to the dig site.
God, everything's so slow because it's cold. Dude, 500 meters. I hate these missions. So in all these sorties, there's always some kind of stipulation to make it more challenging. On this one, they added extreme cold, which greatly decreases the speed of your character. Greatly decreases. I hear you, Beans. We definitely need to set up a game night. We need like a set day if possible. Making energy for everybody. So Hildren's fourth ability can target an enemy or groups of enemies and basically turns them into energy batteries. They'll keep dropping those blue orbs for everyone. And this is going to keep everyone's abilities rocking and grooving.
An artifact has been located. Proceed to the dig site.
Hope everyone grabs the battery.
Excavator deployed. Protect the unit while it extracts. The scanner has picked up a target. Go to the dig site.
Alright, shields are about to run out. When they do, I'll be indestructible. And luckily, my
Excavator destroyed. Protect the remaining sites.
this guy's pushing the next dig site. Come on, guys.
Excavator is ready to go. Keep
Crap.
it powered and protected from
Please
enemies.
tell me that one's closest. Yeah. It's not.
The scanner has picked up a target. Go to the dig site. Excavator deployed. Protect the unit while it extracts.
Don't know why you guys would want to start too. Oh, that guy
The
left.
excavator has run out. Find a cell.
We're down to one person. I just want to make sure I still have one in my hand. 90 meters. Only one person over here.
An artifact has been located. Proceed to dig site.
Yeah, guys, people can spawn behind us. Gotta protect. Gotta get our 500.
Protect the unit while it extracts the artifact. The scanner has picked up a target. Go to the dig site.
This will be the last one that we need. Where do you think you're going, Bursa?
Excavate, destroy. The remaining dig sites.
Come on, guys. Oh shit, this is actually saying it's above us? Oh, bullshit! It just said it was above. Fucking waypoints. I was already going in the right direction. Alright guys, let me bump up your shields.
Proceed to the dig site.
We'll put an end to this corpus greed.
Even if this thing burns out, we got it.
Extraction is now.
Speed Nova. Speed Nova with Volband would have been good. Shit. Not gonna make that. Here, let me charge up everyone's shields. If our last guy could just get here. Captain, what's up, buddy? Guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, show a little bit of love here. 1100. Oh, that's right. I got a resource booster on. Hey, I did 25% of the damage just using Hildren in her 4th ability. She is a little slow, and happily, that was basically the only part that I really needed anyone's health with. So now that we did something super slow like that, I know the next part's a spy, so we're going to be going at the speed of freaking light here.
Excellent armaments, operator. Please return covered in blood. Safe and sound.
Spy mission. Everyone has heat.
You have loyalty issues.
No, 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 no.
Fix that for you.
I forgot to make it private. Damn. Alright, we're definitely going to back out of this. I don't trust other people on spy missions. I'd rather do it myself. I had to check and see. It sounded like I heard somebody else's microphone. I think it's before party chat really kicked in. And we're just going to back out real quick. Make this private and try that again, people. Spy missions I rather rock alone. Alright. Here we go.
Loyalty issues, Tano. My Sanuka project will fix.
Definitely want to get a little fresh air in here.
Tenno, here to infiltrate data vaults and retrieve highly sensitive enemy information.
What a change of pace from the last one.
Your console. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data. Tenno, be on the lookout for increased security measures. The enemy would destroy their data than let it get into our hands.
Do I have rapid resilience? Honestly, off the top of my head, I really don't know. In my mind, I should. I'll take a peek when I get to my ship there, Fleming.
Excellent work. A clean extraction with no alarms.
It's going to be close. Wasn't expecting that.
The target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data. Keep moving. None of the scanners have detected you. Data extracted.
Alright, that's all three.
It's gone. Everything we came for. Get to extraction.
Moving and grooving. If you guys have any questions or curiosities, by all means, feel free to ask. Curious about any of my builds or anything? Alright, Fleming's curious about rapid resilience. Let me take a peek. Oh. Captain, what about my amp? Which pieces I'm using? The current amp that I'm using is the 223. I strongly suggest the 222 until you start unbinding other abilities from other schools. Yep. I got it, Fleming. And I got 3 extra. Do you need one? Yeah, so... Yeah, let me do this real quick. So, right now, this is the 223 that I'm using. The main reason why I'm using it is because once I guild it, I'm going to have a good bump in critical chance and multiplier, as well as status, but it's the crit we're really looking for. Prior to that, I always tell people the 222 is definitely going to be a very smooth build. You regain energy very, very quickly. So you're able to do more DPS. The other one, until you unbind certain things out of your focus school. So with my whole setup right now, this increases energy for the amps and the void beam. The other one that I need to get, nope, Madurai. The other one I'm waiting to bump up completely is Eternal Gaze. So it increases the energy regeneration rate, and once I unbind this and can use it in Zeneric, then I'm going to be all set. So using the 223 with this ability Unbound is going to be way better. And actually, it looks like I can... I'll be just shy of it. Oh, Fleming. Yes and no. I mean, it's going to be a good combination because you're going to have that proc on you for 75% less of the time. Oh, actually, I really don't see... The only downside to using that with a Naros is it's potentially taking up the spot of something that can be more useful. Adaptation on its own stops so much from happening. But Rapid Resilience with it, dude, honestly, I see no real downside to it. The two of them together. Because you're still going to have, like, Slash or Toxic still procced on you. But it's going to last for, like, no time whatsoever. And then you build up a 90% immunity to it. And then when it procs, like, it literally is not even a hiccup worth of damage. So, yeah, man, that's not a bad idea to use. So, yeah, Captain, as a starter amp, I would always suggest the 222 until you can unbind those other waybound abilities from Madurai, and then you don't have to worry about the energy regeneration. You can focus on your crit hits. But again, your operator, you're only using it for any sentients that come along, the Stalker, or
You have loyalty issues, Tenno. My Zanuga project
Eidolon hunts.
will fix that for you.
Beans, I'm game for it, man. If we can get all four of us tonight, that'd be great. We definitely need to all have a chat, just because I want to have like Rook had mentioned, just one solid night of the week at least, or even two, that we just play Woodlands, man. Just seriously, just cram night, at least 2 nights a week would be awesome, man. Definitely miss having our cram nights. It's just a lot of fun. For those of you that are unaware, Beans and I have known each other for over a year now. I met him and Craig playing Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands, and we have been playing that game rather religiously ever since we all hooked up, with a small break due to some work conflicts and whatnot. Yeah, Beans, man, even one day, if we get our Tuesday night cram back up, man, that'd be great. But for those of you that are unaware, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands has a PvP called Ghost Wars, which is 4-on-4. Me, Beans, Craig, and our buddy Rook. When the four of us play, it's a lot of fun to watch. A lot of laughs for sure. I do like to stream it because it's a lot of good gameplay, but also the conversations that we all have are not exactly stream friendly. Especially when the whiskey and the beer starts flowing for us all. So it's hit or miss how much of that I might actually stream or not. But yeah, Beans, man, we definitely have to hunker in. I saw that you guys sent me messages too, man. I don't know what's going on with the PlayStation app, but I am not getting notifications. I have to physically look at it. It doesn't even give me the number on it saying that I've missed anything. Oh, that's right, energy reduction. Alright, so this... Oh, Jesus. Tell me you still got one more pop out of you. Good. Shit. Moving way too quick. Alright. So, before I fight him, I'm gonna need to drop an energy pad, get Shatter Shield and Shooting Gallery going, pop one more energy, and then just rip into him with the regulators. Yeah, I've been having a little bit of trouble with my cell phone to begin with anyways. I gotta go through my settings, see if maybe the last update just reset some shit.
Oh, I've been looking all over for you, Terry.
But yeah, man, no, we'll definitely get this hooked up, man, because
I think you'd be a perfect
Cram Night is a necessity, my friend.
If Alad V is victorious,
Where you going, tight pants?
dissect your Warframe and use the pieces.
Alright, here we go.
More of his thoughts. You must not let this happen.
Oh, have you come to make a donation?
I'll even drop 2 just so I can...
Excellent. Please report to my lab for reconstruction.
Target acquired. Take them down.
Shit, he turned off my abilities.
Walkers incoming. Nice work taking down the VIP. No
And this is why you don't nerf Warframes. Because that would have been way harder. Oh shit, everybody. Old Gray. What's up, brother? We are just speed rushing our way to this extraction. I went through his shield, and it did not turn off my shatter shield. I'm not saying a word. I'm just going to enjoy that shit.
They won't be bothering us anymore. Let's get out of here.
Pistol ribbon.
There just is no holding you all back.
Craig's Beans is driving right now while watching my stream. That's love, dedication, and knock it off. I don't need you getting into an accident. Craig, Beans and I were just talking. Dude, we definitely gotta like all sit down and talk and get ourselves a solid Wildlands night under wraps. Like absolutely, like borderline mandatory. Like we definitely need to have at least one solid night picked out that we all 4 of us can play. Me personally, I like to see 2 nights. At least 2 nights, man. Spread them out. Get us some solid time in. Alright, what do I gotta do for... Hang on, don't I have... I thought I had a melee one that unlocked. The Plague I've had for a while. Oh, wait, no. I think that's the one I gave to Fleming the other day. Oh, no. Still here. Shotgun. Oh, no. I've had that for a while. That one's going to be a pain in the ass. Alright. Synthesize Samaris target without... The hobbled... Oh, nope. I already know what we're going to do with that one. Adios. I'm not going to bother with that one. Oh, Beans got himself a little lady. Oh, yeah. Beans laying down those sweet, sweet moves.
Your collection of mods is impressive, operator. But I wonder if there are more to be had.
Hey, Craig, man, remember, this is the year for uppercuts for Jess. It's 2019. Alright, so I should get... Oh, nope, 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 nope. Damn. Servo fish. One more forma, and I'll still be 200 shy. I don't even think I have bait for any rare servo fish. That's right, Craig. But yeah, man, if we get like a solid night, just so I can plan, because I'm trying my best to stick to a schedule for the streaming, just so I can be consistent and whatnot. So if we can like have like, and I mean like, it's more for Rook, because Rook has to be able to book his gigs and whatnot. But I mean, if we can come up with a certain night then we can all just like hunker down. Yeah. Beans got to tell the old lady that, hey man, listen up. It's guys' night. You keep your hands to yourself and stay over there in the corner.
Let's get back to it.
Alright. This Amprex needs to have a little more love to it. And you know what, the one thing I think it really is missing out on? I really feel like putting Sinister Reach on it. Or should I throw on Hunter Munitions? Oh yeah, Hunter Munitions would be nasty with this. That's going to require freaking 2 Forma though. Yep, definitely going to need 2 Forma. Cut you in half. You're going to end up costing 5, which gives me 4, which brings me to 5. And you're going to be the same thing. Sanma Beach. Craig. Beans! Beans is so horrible. You're going to get a cornerstone tattoo on her? Trained by Beans since 2013? Alright.
This is angry. I may require maintenance after all.
Yep. Alright. Definitely going to put Forma in this once and for all.
Get comfy, dreamers. One of our own believes they are the equal of our foe, and baby, they are acting like it.
I'm actually going to drop you out instead. I want to get the Riven back in at least. Point and hammer.
Well put together, operator. Now get out there and
Cut down the...
and make the Lotus proud.
Let's see here. You're gonna have to do it with a Naros. Someone tanky that can take the abuse. Is there a survival against a corpus I can do with this thing? Oh, you know what? Fuck it. Gonna go to Pago. Which also means you're not going to take a Naros. Which means let's get you back to your original setup. Alright, Captain. Ah, Beans, man. Glad to make you at least laugh before work, brother. You know we're always good for the laughs. But yeah, Captain, these are my boys from well over a year ago that we've been rocking out to some of these games. Damn, Fleming, you're late as hell on that one.
Tenno, I need you to get inside enemy data vaults and retrieve crucial intelligence data. on the lookout for increased supplies.
Oh, it's a napalm. This thing's never gonna destroy his armor. It's 2 napalms. Fuck him. Now without mods, it won't.
The target console is by. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data.
Fleming. Rough day, brother. Electrocuted. Oh, come on. Always does that.
Is imminent. You need to pray. You got it.
It goes so fast by it. Look how much damage this napalm gives that damn armor. This does nothing to armor. This is what it means to have a properly set up loadout. Trying to kill somebody that has armor and you got nothing to counterbalance it. I'm not going to be able to do a damn thing to him. Great thing about this weapon, all these shots that arc off of one enemy and goes to the next, they're all headshots. Guaranteed headshots. Can't beat it.
Watch yourself. Grenier are on the way.
See, electricity doesn't do shit to these guys. He's got too much armor, way too strong. You gotta lay into him for like 10 minutes. Heyo. Alright, let's focus on the spy part of these missions now. We're taking too long.
You're nearing the console. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data.
Funny thing is, I could mod this for corrosive. It's making everybody run up there. See, now this time I ended up going on top, but it didn't take me off.
You know it's gone.
Now we're at 9. Craig, man, how's work going besides a little slow, it would seem?
The console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data. Excellent work. A clean extraction with no alarms. We have everything we came for. Get to extraction.
Yeah, Bombard. He's got even more armor on it than a napalm. Woo-ha. Thermite rounds. Was it Namish? Namish, if you're still here, man, that's how you get thermite rounds. You mentioned earlier that you needed it. Or wanted it. Yeah, there's got to be a faster way to level this thing up than going through those spy missions. What do I have to play with as far as... Yeah. There is a Corpus Survival. It's a low level. But once you get these enemies to ramp up, fuck it. I just want a non-stop chain of death just keep coming. Should have not picked Loki though, but
Keep the enemy busy while a fellow Tenno raids the ship for supplies. Ready? Trigger the alarm. Life support has been cut off. They're trying to choke you out. Hold on. I'm sending auxiliary life support. I've delivered a life support capsule to the area. Act will buy you more time.
yeah, no, I want a place that actually lets them come in. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Ready for a capsule. I've delivered another life support capsule.
Let's go.
Support on the way.
Bing, bang, boom. Matter of time before that happened.
Another support capsule is now available.
That was a close one. Let's go on the offensive.
Life support incoming. Additional life support has arrived.
Man, the lack of reach on this thing really...
Ready. Go to extraction. The raid is off to a successful start. support. Additional life support has arrived. Life support. I've delivered another life support capsule.
Come on, make a noise, dudes. But yeah, no, this is far too... Yeah. See you, Catherine. Pump me up a level. Yeah. Have a good day at work, sweetheart. Yeah, unfortunately, just not going to get a place that's going to do it as fast as Pago. Melee weapons would be different, but to Pago we go.
Your mission is to break into enemy data vaults and steal any intelligence files you find.
You'd think they'd clone something a little less ugly.
Tenno, be on the lookout for increased security measures.
That thing will always kill you.
The target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data.
Wow, that's the first time that's happened.
Excellent work. A clean extraction with no alarms.
What the hell hit me? I was invisible. Did I get hit by those freaking bombs? Another napalm. And again, I'm getting hit by something that's not even... Alright, that's bullshit. Such bullshit. I'm invisible. You can't aim on me. And there's nothing doing area attack. Now, it's funny how they do these waypoints.
You're nearing the console. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data. won't even know it's gone.
Oh, that was bad. Saved it. Welcome back, Captain. What do you master your rank 8 now? Oh, you have armor for days. Sweet. Did you practice the test, or did you just go for the test? I always tell people you should practice the test with Cephalon Samaris. It's only to your benefit to practice. Especially with a later mastery rank test, because they're going to get harder and harder at this point now.
Nearing the console. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data.
Full send? What's a full send?
The assault team is headed your way.
English! Gotta go Samuel L. Jackson on this younger generation. Oh my god. I'm trying not to yawn and I'm messing up that hack wicked bad.
We have everything we came for. Get to extraction.
Yeah, no, opposite direction, opposite direction. What the deuce? Frigid Blast and Power Throw. Meh. Amprex is getting there. Oh. Now I'm wondering, I don't use my Arcwing on this, but is the affinity still filtering out to it? Yeah, Captain. It's the name of the game with Loki. He's naturally the fastest Warframe in the game. Use build-up duration speed on him. He's not an endgame Warframe, so you don't have to worry about really building him up. You just want him invisible and fast, in and out.
files you find.
If we can avoid alerting them, this might be easier.
Be on the lookout for increased security measures. You are nearing the console. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data.
Prime Equinax. 2-tiered. 2 spell right. Dude, you sound like you're too tired to English, man. Captain, man, you're way too young to be that kind of tired. That should have gotten your attention.
Data extracted. They won't even know it's gone.
You above me? Yeah, you are. Oh, come on, dude. Get out of my way. Of course it's a napalm. Oh, you bastard. And a bombard? Fuck it. I'm not gonna sit here all day trying to kill him. Although you little guys... Need that affinity, guys.
The target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data.
Got the armor on these bastards. Kills this thing. At least I'm getting clean headshots on him to get him out of the way.
Excellent work. extraction.
Alright, this should be the last go that I have to do for this leveling up for the Amprex, but I gotta do one more time. Oh, fuck the bailiff. Take 2 clips to take him out with this weapon that is not designed for him whatsoever.
Or the Tenno.
The target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start spying data.
My Nezha needs work. And I honestly haven't looked at Nezha since they redid all his abilities, so we might have to go through that one together, brother.
Watch yourself.
I know Fire Step is no longer a toggle ability, it is duration based. So I really need to
A clean extraction with no alarms.
take a peek
We have
and
everything
see.
we came for. Get to extraction.
Alright, you I'm not going to take out, but you guys. Alright. Oh, wow. What are the chances? Arrow mutation. Alright. Oh, hammer shot. Yep, then you're maxed out, and I can put in point strike and hunter munitions.
Excellent armaments, operator. Please return covered in blood. Safe and sound.
1 second, everybody. Just got hit with something interesting here.
Everything in orders, operator? Is that a pun? I will attempt to bypass this vault.
Interesting. Alright, back to fucking Pago we go, motherfuckers. Let's do this.
We're here to infiltrate data vaults and retrieve highly sensitive information.
Peekaboo.
Be on the lookout for increased security measures.
Oh, glitchy, glitchy, glitchy.
The target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data.
Tofu, what's up, man? How you been, buddy? Feel like I haven't seen you in a little while. Alan, what's up, buddy? We are putting Forma in our Amprex here. This is the last one that we're going to need.
They won't even know it's gone.
Of course, it's a napalm. Oh, you're lucky I got a reload, dude. Can't wait to get hunter munitions on this thing. I did get Equinox Prime already. Yeah, I thought about that, Alan, but I would have to bring... Well, I could have just brought Serum Prime and still use this. Yeah, we'll change it up. I like doing this because at least I get 60/60 mods that I can sell for platinum.
Trigger the alarms now and start destroying the data.
But yeah,
Going. Nobody
after this I'll do a Sanctuary. It's not a bad idea. Still bring Saren. Still rock the Amprex here. I just have to keep in mind that it's going to be an unleveled Amprex. Though the way it is, it's doing alright damage.
Excellent work. A clean extraction with no alarms.
Damn, dude. Tofu, in all honesty and fairness, dude, I did buy Equinox. I didn't grind her out. I was long overdue for a little contribution to DE and whatnot. Plus, and wanting to be a partner with DE doesn't hurt. I've already talked to them about it, so just, you know, the little things. Oh, that was bad.
Target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data.
Yeah, I mean, there's a multitude of reasons why I did it, but for the most part, it looks good for a Warframe partner to really contribute in.
Excellent work. A clean extraction with no alarms. We have everything we came for. Get to extraction.
I didn't get the accessories pack, so I got no Syandana from it. Thermite rounds, nice. Man, we got our Amprex up to 17 by flying through that. Tofu, I did do the sortie already. I got a pistol ribbon out of it, I believe. Oh, Alan, to defeat the Golem, Me personally, having the Elytron, because of how much life it has, shields and vitality, and then using the Grappler as your primary weapon, it's your best bet, man. And that still takes a while. Like, he's a hit point beast. Doesn't do a massive amount of damage so long as you have yourself heavily shielded, but yeah, man, he's a son of a bitch. No, public. He drops pieces of Atlas. Alright. I can only assume... Liquid Snake, so we got a Metal Gear Solid fan here. I'm willing to bet there's at least one other Saren in this group. Yep. 2 other Sarens. Look at that delay. Hildrenate. Having 3 Sarens is a bit ridiculous. Alright, Captain, we'll catch you later, buddy. Alan, Hydron's a horrible place. Horrible place for, horrible place for leveling up. There's no bonus. You want to do a survival mission that has some type of bonus to it. Something that gives you extra bonus for kills. There's one for rifles if you're going to be using a rifle. Like, it's so much more to your benefit. And man, not having a melee weapon and using Saren, so weird. Because that was the easiest way to spread the pox. Tofu, yeah. So if you look, I'll show you guys the map when I get back to it. See, what the hell's going on with this? This is why I can't stand playing public, man. There's always one person that has their internet or their router powered up by a freaking hamster and a wheel. And there's a massive amount of shitty lag that keeps going on. Zabala. Zabala is a survival that gives you a bonus of experience for enemies killed, and then it gives you an experience of rifles. If you go, instead of Hydron, go to Armiana on Sedna. Armiana has Kua Fortress. Nah. All right, I'm not gonna deal with these guys. I'll show you guys real quick.
Hunter, you are running out of time.
Patel, what's up, man? I'm just noticing you popped in. Oh, okay, so Patel's question is what triggered it. I got you.
Hunter, the sanctuary will go on without you.
Alright, guys. This is why Hydron is not a good... Oh, I can't say it's not a good place, but it's not the best place for experience. It used to be, like, some time ago and many updates ago. At this point, not anymore. And this is why. Let's take a quick look at Hydron. Hydron has level 30 to 40 enemies. And that's all this says. Defense, Grenier, 30 to 40, open squads, 3. So, here's the thing. You are going against a fixed number of enemies for every wave. There's no two ways about that. If you go to just a survival at the same level, you will get as many enemies as you can kill. Alright, guys, let me answer one question at a time here real quick. Because I see so many other questions popping up right now. Survivals, it's based off of DPS. The more enemies you kill, the more enemies the game's going to send to you. These enemies start 30 to 40. Let's just go up to our Amarna, where the enemies, just the enemies themselves, 35 to 40. It's a survival. So that means the more enemies you kill, the more the game will send to you. On top of that, you're going to get an extra 18% experience from kills, and another 13% from any kills with a rifle. This alone is why Hydron is no longer the best place to farm experience. Just this, all by itself. Now, if you're using a primary weapon, this is a great place to go. There is no survival with a melee weapon, but
did you hear that?
I do find that Zabala... Oh god, Ortis, do you have to talk right now? I do find that Zabala, because it has the highest experience from kills, which is 23%, to be the best place to go if you plan on using a melee. It's what I normally do. So you take yourself with a heavy melee, you go in there, you do use the passive from Narumon because it's huge. It's an extra 45% affinity from melee attacks. Hands down, Patel, this is the best place to go. If you're going to use melee. Otherwise, Armana is the other best place. Hydron, guys, put it out of your mind. Hydron is no longer the bread and butter. Patel, what do you mean by ESO? When I see ESO, I think of Elder Scrolls Online. You talking about like an endless survival? Yeah, no. Endless survival is your best bet. You are going to get the most number of enemies here. More enemies, more experience. You do a defense, you're only going to get a certain number of enemies. And you're going to take about the same amount of time, roughly 5 minutes for 5 waves, give or take. Your best bet, survivals. It's the fastest way to level up. Elite Sanctuary Onslaught. You can. I just jumped into one myself. My Amprex is at 30, but I didn't go that deep into it. I stuck with it for a while. Elite does give you a good amount of XP in a short period of time, but here's the other thing. It's because, one, you are going with a group, so you are going to get the bonus affinity. The other is that the enemies ramp up a little bit quicker, which is good. But, again, I mean, like, my initial comment was because someone said to go to Hydron. The whole point of what I was saying is, don't go to Hydron. Hydron's a waste. You could get more experience from a lower level survival than you could from Hydron. Just because of the sheer number of people coming at you. Oh, and that was our last piece. Our Amprex is now done.
Excellent armaments, operator. Please return
Covered in blood.
safe and sound.
Yeah, Patel, no problem, buddy. And again, I mean, like, my curiosity is you're asking about experience, but you're already aware of using the Elite Sanctuary Onslaught. I mean, at that point between Elite Sanctuary Onslaught and a place, say, like Zabala, now it's to your preference. Do you want to play with other people and have to deal with not necessarily being able to layer your player's abilities in and people coming in with like Saren and really digging in deep? For me, Sanctuary Onslaught, I focus it more for the rewards than anything else. If I want experience and whatnot, I'll solo Zabala for as long as it takes for me to level up. As far as relics go, Alan, it depends on what relics you're going for. I mean, in my opinion, the Void is going to be probably the best place to get most relics. Main reason being, Usually, for whatever set you're going for, usually two of them will drop at Yuko here. Yuko, or some people say Ukko, but Yuko, I usually grind this out in the matter of a minute and still get the relic. My record is 48 seconds, but usually somewhere between a minute, minute 15, I can burn through this, unless it turns into an elimination, which is hit or miss sometimes. Here, let me show you. Oh, wait, let me get our Poison Princess back to where she should be. No, 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 no. Fleming, I mean, if you enjoy Hydron, by all means, brother, go for it. But, mathematically, there's no way to say that Hydron is the best place to farm experience. It's not even in the top 5 to me anymore. Oh, yep. Once I saw how much time that was taking. So, Alan, let me ask you this, buddy. What relics are you looking for? Like, are you looking for something specific? Because you can find out specifically where everything drops right in the game by going to the Codex. Codex is a great well of information.
You are here to find our target and bring them to the extraction point. Happy hunting. Target located. Bring them in. Mission complete. The cat has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done.
And that's it. Now I get a relic. Minute 21 seconds. Miso Z3. Boom. Tofu, I did do the sculpture challenge, yes. Patel, I still like the Zenny Star. I still really haven't put Forma into mine. I haven't really given it its just dues, but I still see plenty of people use it as far as a way to really maintain a defense. Yeah, man, Zenny Star is ideal. Anything that gives you that extra crowd control for a target point is great. As far as survivals go, when I run it with my buddies, they still use their Zenny Stars anytime we go deep. So, yeah, Zenny Star is still perfectly viable. But yeah, Alan, that's how fast you can get a relic, dude. Just go real quick, burn build, speed, and just... And again, the Void is great because of that. Now, any other relics you might need to get, like, let's, since Equinox is the newest one, let's take her for example. These are the 4 relics for Equinox. You can go to the Codex, you can go to the bottom left corner where all the weapons and everything are for arcanes and relics. Type in what you're looking for. I put in Equinox. These are the 4 relics. And it'll tell me what's in the relic, and if you scroll down to the bottom, it'll tell me exactly where these relics has a chance to drop. So here we can see in the Void, Mott being one of them. Mott is always going to be there. The survivals will always have the relics popping in. Whether it's Mott or Annie, one of the two will always have it in there. Marduk might actually be a little bit faster for you if you burn through it with Loki, like I do. And, I mean, you can just really just crank it out, which you're going to get a relic a little bit faster than Mott, including, like, flight time back and forth, give or take. You know, then your Lith M4. You know, this one can drop at Annie, or it could drop at Teshub. Teshub is an exterminate. If you go through it with somebody like Ember and you can really fly through it, you can do it a lot faster than you can do with Annie.
Cosmic background radiation is a riot.
And the other thing is you're doing it at slightly faster pace. It's always going to be at the same difficulty level. You don't have to overstress it. Now, could I get my 3 buddies that I really grind this game out hardcore with, go to Mott and go to Annie and spend 6-7 hours in there and collect a massive amount? Sure. Is it worth that time and effort when there is no increase in the reward pool? No. To me, it is just a nice thing to say that my longest time at Mott currently is 7.5 hours. Past that, you know, it's, to me, that's just a point of pride to be able to say, I have a build that can take down level 5,000 enemies. So long as I have synergy with my build, who I'm using, and what my friends are using. Because without that, you'll never be able to reach that point. But that's a whole nother conversation. As far as grinding out relics, the Void is going to be the best place. You just need to be able to have the proper build to really speed through it. Like, if I were to go to Teshub right now, I'd keep Ember on. Now remember, we're basing this off of the fact of survivals are 5 minutes. Well, with how they tweaked Octavia and how enemies react to her, because everyone bitched and complained about Octavia being nerfed, I think. Like, now it's a totally different ballgame. Here, we'll hit these death orbs, max out our energy. And that's it. Now we just run it through. We have a solid World on Fire build with Ember. We're just melting these enemies real quick. We will, every now and then, spam World on Fire on and off. Just because as you turn it on, that initial blast covers a large area and hits more enemies at the same time. And from there, like, here's the thing. I'm always looking at my mini-map to see where the enemies are popping up, as well as in front of me. I got a group of enemies. They're all coming in front. We'll get that healer out of the way. We got a lagger behind us. Seriously? 200 meters away? Alright, did an enemy spawn, or did this force me in the wrong direction? This is the actual direction I should be going in. Nope. And now you're saying, oh my god. So of course the game wants to be all son of a bitch on me. Oh, you wanna know why? Extraction's probably right there. Extraction's got to be just on the other side of this room. That's why they're spawning the enemies like they are. Oh, that's bad.
The enemy is broken. Well done. Now get to extraction.
I knew the second I got caught in that. No? Alright, so why did it have enemies spawn behind me? Normally that respawn happens when you have... You're at extraction, then you have to wait for... That's so odd. Like, I'm so confused right now why they would do that. It's like the game did that to disprove what I was saying. Even with all that back and forth, it's still less than 5 minutes. And we got an Equinox Relic. Tofu, but here's the thing. Yuko doesn't drop all of the relics. Only a couple of them. Like, you have to do the other ones. You're gonna have to burn through that sabotage. You're gonna have to go through this, exterminate. The fact that that's how it worked out is just hysterical to me. And we're gonna change it up. We'll get this board prime off and get our, Ignis back on. Viper, have you ever tried any forbidden substances? Alan, I'm not sure how to take what you're saying there, buddy. Appreciate it, Fleming. Yeah, I think only 1 or 2 of Equinox's relics drops at Yuko. I'm only doing these real quick just to show the farming process of it, not actually to farm it. I do want to get a couple other things done. I just want to go through this one more time because that is not how this mission is supposed to play out.
You aren't the first ones here. Detecting multiple enemy signatures, and they're all under the control of the tower. Eliminate the threat.
This is how the exterminate usually goes and should be going. Alan, I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about and whatnot, but if you're talking about something other than anything actually illegal, just say the actual word, dude. Otherwise, you're gonna keep getting those silence, dude, because I really don't want to talk about those kind of topics on stream. If it's anything in the game, dude, then just mention it, man, but it's coming off the wrong way otherwise. Tofu I am, just because I'm hoping that primed Animal Instinct will be there. And yeah, 2 minutes 20 seconds. I could run it again and still be underneath the clock for a survival. You get 2 relics for the same amount of time. It's all about efficiency. Chorus strength on the defense. Interesting. With the comb. Be a fun combination. There was something else I wanted to dive into. Oh.
Now you might be wondering.
Yeah, the servo fish.
You know
it. You know what I do want to do just before anything else? Tofu, we know what's in his inventory, but he never brings his full inventory with him when he is at the relays. Actually, let me take a peek. I doubt the hub has changed it. Let me refresh. Yeah, the only thing that the hub even says is that in 6 days, 16 hours, 52 minutes, and 58 seconds, he'll be here. But as far as what he's going to bring, we won't know until that morning. Alright, so the reason why I'm heading here is because I just put a couple of Forma into my Amprex, and I want to test out this build real quick. So the build that we have, to me, I feel like it's nothing that crazy. Your normal Serration, Split Chamber, Point Strike for critical chance, Vital Strike for the damage, Hammer Saw for damage and status, Heavy Caliber for pure damage. Don't have to worry about accuracy too much because the accuracy is quote-unquote garbage, and that's only for hip firing. Our Riven gives us critical damage, and reload speed, which might get re-rolled, we'll have to see. And then Hunter Munitions, 30% chance to apply slash on critical hits. So let's take a peek and see what happens here. Let's get rid of the Corpus, and I really quick want to put in some Infested. We're going to crank them up to 100. We're going to put these healers out. I just want to see, because the slash... Now, the slash does transfer over. So everyone's bleeding right now. So the slash will transfer with it. That's freaking awesome. That was my main curiosity. So I am still using electric, but that slash proccing on them is what's really killing them off. Because we all know electric ain't gonna do shit to them. Isn't it 3 rounds after PC? 3 rounds. Patel, 3 rounds of what? I'm sorry, man. You lost me for that. Tofu, I'm working on my build right now. Tell you what, though. I don't stream on the weekends. But I do play with my subscribers on the weekend, so we can do a little more casual stuff and whatnot, be a little bit more focused about you. Tofu, I don't remember if you're on PS4 or not. I want to say that you probably are, since the way you're talking. If so, shoot me a friend request if you haven't already. Oh, 3 rounds after PC as far as what you guys get to us. Honestly, Patel, I'm not 100% sure. I've never really paid attention to it. I know you guys just got Primed Animal Instinct, which is what I really want to get my hands on. Yeah, I never really paid attention to it. I was assuming that because of all the hot and everything that's going on, that new mod should hit our table this week. You know, Tofu, I gotta start paying attention to that, because I really haven't. Fleming, do you know anything about that? The rotation of mods, or borrow, between PC and PS4? Alright, so Corpus is who I really want to dive into now. So what you're saying is, whatever you get, let's say last week, what you guys got from Borrow, in 3 weeks, PS4 will get the exact same setup? Patel, you're on PS4? Patel, man, you're more than welcome to shoot me a friend request on PS4. My PSN name is the same as the channel name. Tofu, either, man. Send me a PlayStation message so I know it's you if we are friends. If not, shoot me a friend request. We'll get you in, man. I got no problem cracking out some relics tomorrow with you. Alright, so they got Slash on them, and I want to see these numbers. 290. Now, it is significantly different on everyone else, though. So it does get scaled down. So while they're still getting Slash, it is scaled down. So this is not going to be the weapon that I would still take on with me for Corpus. There needs to be something else tweaked with it. The great thing about this is, it is good crowd control in that the electric will stun the enemies, but man, even cranking out headshots. I think there's only one person that could really use this and have it be effective. Alright, let's get you back to normal. Oh, it might help if I get some enemies coming. And I do want to check and make sure I have his regular build on. I do. I am gonna make this 9, so I have 1 enemy extra to layer it in. There he is. I am going to trigger growing power. Alright. So using my Chroma build in this Amprex, it's worth it. It's a shame that it takes an extra 837% damage to really get this weapon to be useful, though. It's not enough. Not enough to make it worthwhile. Only thing I can say is using a 60/60 mod to really bring it together. Let me take a peek here. Yep, Tofu, I got it, man. I'll accept it after the stream, buddy. You can look at inventory for the last week and look up the inventory from PC 4 visits back. It's almost identical. No shit. It's interesting how that happens. I'm curious to see, though, because of it being a brand new mod, I'm hoping that Primed Animal Instinct comes this week. Will I be disappointed if it doesn't? Yes. Will I get over it? Yeah. You know what? I'm wondering about Vile Acceleration. We're taking just a little bit of damage off, but we are greatly increasing our fire rate. This weapon is so wild, though. Like, if you're really just focused on body shots and whatnot, you're still just trickling that life down. And look at the ammo that we're just burning through. Like, if you're not, like, just nailing headshots... I mean, my Oxamati do more than that. And that wasn't even with the critical damage bonus. Hydraulic crosshairs triggers. Once I kill somebody, that's when bladed rounds kicks in. Higher damage. I mean, granted, there's no crowd control to these, but if you use them with Ember, but also with these pistols, you're eating up ammo. It's going to take up all my ammo to finish these guys off. Fleming. Exactly, Tofu. That's why I'm thinking, like, because it's a new primed mod that came out, they might actually do it. Because it would be too much of a gap for, I mean, it's 3 visits. That's 6 weeks. They're going to make people wait a month and a half? Come on. Not saying they wouldn't do it, but they might. You know what's funny? Pretty sure my Buzzlock would do more damage. Yep. Jeez, better off with the Buzzlock than, But again, the Amprex has that crowd control capability. Curious about punch through. Combustion beam? There's old Sinister Reach, just so it reaches 12 meters further, which is always nice. Curious if that affects how it chains to enemies. Will it hit all 8 now? Nope. But then again, that would be the number of enemies that we have to affect. We're just doing the distance, so the arcs might reach further, but I don't know, man. I mean, I like the Amprex. I just feel like you're saying punch through is better. Because if I hit 2 enemies... Oh, I won't have the capacity for it. Yep. Won't have the capacity for. I would need one more Forma, and I am not about to put 7 Forma in this son of a bitch. My mind just went to, if we put Punch Through on it, and it actually hit 2 enemies, would that then be 2 enemies as a main sprout, and then it arcs off? I mean, crit delay, I mean, it's killing fire rates, adding an all-right amount of crit chance, but it's only bringing my 80 like 95, right? Yeah. So critical delay is really not worth it. The only other thing I can think of is start working with the 60/60 mods. That's going to eat up their shields quick. What am I... Oh, Jesus. Yeah, no. So we'll be hitting them with magnetic and slash. But magnetic's only going to affect their shields. Once the shields are gone... No. It does fuck with their vitality, too. Alright, so if these are our if these are our 140s, let's do something a little more realistic. Gonna go back to our Hunter munitions build real quick. Fair enough, Fleming. You got some fun stuff going on this weekend, I assume? Alright. Interesting text message from my cousin. Alright, so this is rocking out with Hunter munitions. Oh, that's way faster. Because it is putting slash on everyone, it is throwing them off. Yep, alright, so Hunter Munitions build on the regular setup. Yeah. Procking that slash is huge. Procking on head crit shots, even bigger. Oh, this guy's still a 140. Oh, he must have been left over. I didn't kill him all from the last times. Man, 100 Munitions is such an underrated mod. Once again, for those of you that are unaware, 30% chance to apply slash on critical hits. It's huge. I need to make a setup where Cora is using nothing but the Hunter mods. I think that would be a hell of a build for her and Venari. Ah, Fleming. Alright. Everybody, take a few seconds here real quick and join in on me. Fleming, happy birthday, brother, man. It's been an absolute delight getting to know you, becoming friends with you, having you be one of my mods over all this time, being able to game with you and have some fun time, have some good conversations, both gaming and outside of gaming. Dude, I wish you nothing but a fabulous fucking weekend, dude. Get lit up, have some fun, have some beers. I'm gonna have some whiskey. What day is your actual birthday, man? Because whatever day your actual birthday is, man, I'm having a whiskey in your honor, brother. Everybody, wish Fleming there a happy birthday for me, will you? Fleming's getting old tomorrow, even though I got a decade on him. And if Primed Animal Instinct comes out, it will need to be formatted. Yeah, Patel, every now and then, well, here's the thing. A lot of my viewers, they watch my stream as they're playing, and while they have questions, they just jump in, ask me questions and whatnot. Which is perfectly fine with me. I almost want to make a specific Carrier Prime build for Hildred. No, there's nothing else I can really do. I was just curious. The whole thing with Hildren, when you burn out her shields, the second that happens, when my shields run out, Guardian kicks in and I get 100% of it back while I'm indestructible. It's actually pretty cool. I actually enjoy it a lot. Let me give you guys a little preview of what that looks like. It is a lot of fun. Oh, it doesn't matter what weapon you have, Hildren. The funny thing about Hildren's fourth ability, energy actually recharges it. So you can see that my energy is getting ripped up right now, or my shields. I'll be invulnerable once they rip off. And weird, it didn't kick on. Let's try that again. Why didn't Guardian kick on? There it is. Instantly refills my shields. If ever there was a Warframe designed to kill the corpus. And just so you can see this on enemies that still have full shields and everything. I have this made for gas and magnetic. One shot hit on the corpus. Now granted these were level 85. I'm a little curious about maxed out. Let's see what one hit does without charging it. Kills the shields completely but sends them launching, but they still have all their shit on them. One shot. Dude, it's funny how, like, this thing shakes when it's charged up. Actually makes it very hard to aim. See how it shakes? Gosh, she's so much fun. Tofu, a lot of people have been talking about it. I've never played, Borderlands. At least that's what I'm assuming you're referencing to. Borderlands 3 coming out. I think she's going to get her own loadout, too. Hildren. The way her poses are, they clearly, whoever they did motion capture for her animation is definitely a bodybuilder. It's so spot on. Looks like my buddies. Alright guys, it is about that time. I know it's a little bit early, but judging by the time and a couple things that have sprung up on me, I've been waiting to hear back from some family members. I will be cutting the stream a little early tonight. There will be a second half of the stream. It will be the Division 2. Hope to see you guys all there. If you're new to the stream, remember, subscribe and ring that bell. You can catch me Monday through Friday, 12:30 Eastern Time until 5 p.m. And then 7 p.m. until at least midnight. How could you... No, Tofu, it's not that. I just never got into the series. I have nothing against the series whatsoever. It just, when those games came out, there were just more than likely other games that just caught my interest more that I was into. Whether it's Assassin's Creed, Grand Theft Auto, Ghost Recon, Skyrim. There's so many games that I mean, like, this is just at, like, my hand level. I have, let's see, what is this, a stack of 14 games, so there's 28 games just sitting next to me, and that doesn't include all the, oh, I know it was, dude. But there's always a cultural gap between me and most people. It was a joke? Is it not a joke anymore? It used to be a joke, and now it's not. But, alright guys, as always, I appreciate you stopping by. Make sure you hit that thumbs up on the way out. Show a little bit of love. Help the channel grow. I appreciate everyone spending their time with me. If you haven't already, definitely make sure you are on my Discord. Easy way to get in touch with me when I am not streaming. Put stuff in the game chat. I did just fix my notifications because I noticed that they were off, as well as the ones for my PlayStation Messenger app. So by all means, definitely jump in the Discord. There's a lot of people in there. It is somewhat more populated by Warframe players than anybody else. If you need help grinding, whether it's resources or a Warframe, if you need any advice, if you want ideas on builds, a lot of my more commonly used builds and weapon builds are on there. I took snapshots and just threw them on there. So by all means, check them out. Until then, hope everybody has a great evening. Hopefully I'll see some of you guys back for the second half of the stream. Again, it's going to be Division 2. I might change it up and throw you guys a curveball. Never know. Until then, everybody, make sure you do one thing. Keep all the murder in the games and keep love in real life. Until next time, Viper out!